Yep. McLaren are hoping for a good race. Right, we should wait for one more and then we can do a full quali. So a new lobby and a new stream will be made because my game always glitches out, so I'm going to have to make a new stream. So obviously I'll restart my game, that's why I'll have to make a new stream. Should have started by now, to be fair. Right, we should be getting underway now. So, speak to you guys when we're at the paddock, the paddock in the garages. So we are doing Q1, Q2 and Q3 for tonight's Sunday Division 3 race. Now here we go for Q1, and the Williams is out first, and then it's the Red Bull, so never mind. And then it's the AlphaTauri on board of the McLaren. So we've got near enough everyone starting on their outlaps now. Hopefully we can have a good race like we did in Division 2 on Friday. Hopefully we can have even better. I mean, Division 2 was a hell of a starter for Slipstream Racing League on Friday. It was a hell of a Grand Prix, and it was just like a different season opener. We had final lap action. But this is what it all matters about tonight, is Division 3. Last night it mattered about Division 1, which I raced in, but it matters about tonight, on the Sunday night, about Division 3. And then tomorrow night we've got the newly opened Division 4 for tomorrow night on the Monday night. And I'll be hopefully commentating once again tomorrow night. Depends what I'm up to, but most likely I'm able to commentate for tomorrow night. I could definitely commentate for tonight because I'm here. So who came up first? I can't remember. Yes, Ace won the red. So here we have. Wait, we need to get all the details. There we go, and the track map. So there we go. We have all of our tyres and much more else. So Ace Wonderbread gets the rear wing open. What's that time going to be set in Sector 1? Sector 1, 28.2. Obviously goes fastest in the first sector because he's the first one around the track. Now we're looking at the Sector 2 time. Sector 2 is quite long around here. Not everyone's quite strong at Bahrain. Williams gets the rear wing open. Down the back straight he goes. Sector 2 should be alright. Well, Sector 2 is going to be fastest so far. And all that Red Bull is yes, it's going on. The Mercedes is stopping for the Williams. Indeed. So, Ace Wonderbread, obviously fastest in the second sector, and obviously going to get the fastest time overall. Doesn't invalidate, come around the final corner. Around the final corner he comes, get the rear wing open. What's he going to set? 1:27.3 on the first lap for Ace Wonderbread in the Williams. So decent lap there. So we're going to look down at Blaze Kona. He sets a 1:27.6. Kieran May, he sets a 1:29.4 on the mediums. Matteo P _ 72. Dutch Chewy goes third fastest. Matteo P goes fifth fastest. Arn goes fifth fastest. Matty goes seventh fastest. There's just lap times flying in everywhere. Heself go in the Alfa Romeo goes third fastest. Everyone is just flying in with lap times right now. Raptors eager, he will stay sixth. Kazinhu goes third fastest. Fake Hushan, he goes 11th fastest, now 12th. He's set to 1:30.9. There's just lap times flying in all over the place. And oh, who is that Alfa Romeo? That's Heself. So why is this gone? I don't know. I guess we'll look into it. But we have just saw an incident. But I'm not too sure who. So Ace Wonderbread currently leading the pack in Q1. He is 3/10 quicker than the Red Bull. So it's looking to be no competition here tonight as it stands, but it's only 3/10 of a second. It all depends on race pace here tonight. Who hasn't set their lap? Alpine of Frutoklema. That's a really, really funny name, but I respect it. And now he's going to come around the final corner to start his lap in the Alpine. Now around the final corner, he's going to start his lap. Lap 5. Matty goes 11th fastest. the Aston Martin will be 6th fastest, but here we have the Alpine. We're going to ride on the onboard of the Alpine TV pod. Get a bit of slipstream off the McLaren there, but he's quite far back to a bit of slipstream. 12 minutes left in Q1 tonight. But now, Sector 1. Through Clement. Oh, he nearly went off. Well, he did, but no invalidations there. Very, very lucky to not have the invalidation for the Alpine, but now he's getting so much slipstream off the McLaren, it's unbelievable. Unless the McLaren is setting another lap here. The McLaren is on a 129.4. Through Tottenham, very, very lucky on all the. You get a bit of an oversteer there. 106.2 in the second sector. He goes fastest in that second sector. He's getting so much slipstream off the McLaren here. It's going to make the McLaren go further and further down, but it's also interrupting the Alpine's lap time now. As the McLaren will set a 128.1. He could have went fastest overall, but he goes 5th fastest in front of the McLaren of Danny there. So Williams with strong pace. He's currently sitting in the pits right now. We should have another Mercedes by the time we reach the race. That other Mercedes is not going to be able to reach qualifying tonight, so he will start 17th tonight. If you can't make qualifying, you'll start at the back of the grid. That's the rules in this league. It's a rule in any league, to be fair. So I'm not trying to delve in too much on people's on board, but since it's through Tottenham, he's actually going faster. Now I think it might have been going wide in that. Well, in the second sector. Wow, 3/10 quicker in that second sector than the personal best. So he might not want to give up on this lap. I wouldn't, because this seems to be the perfect lap here for Fruto Clement. Round the final corner, the Alpine comes. Will he go into the pits? No, he won't. He will set quicker. And he goes 127.6. He goes second fastest ahead of the Red Bull. Right, I'm going to look at some comments now. Hello. Yes. Hello, and yes, I am a Division 1 driver commentating for tonight's Division 3 race. So, yeah, because I like to cover all the coverage of what happens over the course of the season now. So, until the F122 game comes out, so I'm going to get all the coverage done until F122. But we're back with Dutch Chewy. Well, we're here with Dutch Chewy. First round turn 1. Too shabby round 2, turn 1. Gets the rear wing open. I won't read comments for now, so I'll read them after Dutch Chewy's lap time. What is that sector 1 going to be for Dutch Chewy? Dutch Chewy, he goes 5/10 quicker in that first sector. Now, right to curve. Gets his left tyre on the curb a little bit there. Alright, 8 minutes 50 left of Q1, and then we'll move on to Q2. Dutch Chewy. Right, we're going to go back on the broadcast now. Dutch Chewy gets the rear wing open. Goes 1 second quicker in the second sector. There, Dutch Chewy. Now he's going to come blasting round the front of the corner. Round the final corner, Dutch Chewy goes. Now down this main straight, he'll get the rear wing open, and he will set a 128.9. Wait, what happened there to Dutch Chewy? Oh, Dutch Chewy went second fastest. So the lap times were completely wrong there, and it kind of glitched on the lap times. So that's 1:27.473 for Dutch Chewy. Right, I'm going to read another comment. Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. Right, that's all from me. Reading comments for now within these last 7 minutes, not moments. Who's on their lap? I can't find anyone on their lap. Like, on a really decent lap. Really weird. There are people out. Oh, here's one. McLaren. We're going to go right on the onboard of the McLaren now. Of Matty. Now, turn 1. Looks up a little bit there. To run down into turn 1. Turn 2. Looks alright through turn 2. Gets the rear wing open nicely there. So, didn't foul the first bit of the lap. It looks a little bit slow. Gives up. He gives up. Dutch Chewy, he goes fastest overall, 1:27.1. Oh, we have a retirement. And that is the McLaren of Danny. So, looking for people who are on their laps. Like on a really decent lap, but I can't find the person with a really decent lap at the minute. So, come on guys, start getting out. Nothing really to commentate on if you're not going out. Right, here we go, we have people coming out now. This is what we like to see, and it is Raptors in the Scuderia Ferrari. Oh. Who was that? I thought I nearly saw a collision between them two there. Well, that was close. Either way, the host has left the session. We've got 10 people in the stream tonight. There are 4 minutes 45 left of qualifying of Q1 tonight. Now, first corner goes Matty. Locks up again through that first corner. But the smoke can come up. But I could see on his right tyre there, they locked up. Now, sector 1, decent. 1/10 quicker in the first sector. Goes a little bit wide. Oh, he spins. He invalidates anyway when he gets off of that curb. Very unlucky from that Matty there. And if everyone's in the pits. So, not much to commentate on at this point. But as it stands, Vettel 5 is going to get knocked out of Q1. He hasn't even set a time yet. There's no one really out, you see. So it's just going to make it look like a boring Q1. Well, Q1's always boring anyway. But sometimes filled with a bit of action. Who's that? That is... So we're going to go off the broadcast. Well, so On is on his outlap. Vettel 5 is also on his outlap. So we could see a few people. We could see a few fast lap times. Yeah, maybe a few like little snatches of P1 in Q1 of Dutch Chewy. Who's going to take that position of Dutch Chewy in Q1 tonight? It doesn't matter about Q1, it's just a matter of fact of getting out and make sure you're out of 16th here tonight. Now, on 26, round the final corner, he's going to start his lap But Raptors or Matteo, either one. No, it's Raptors who's currently in front of the Haas. Now run down into turn 1. It's alright into turn 1. I'm guessing he's saved a few tyres for tonight. So then he can have 2 tyres for Q3. I'm guessing that's the plan for R1. If you set in just 1 lap in Q1, you've got to make it count. You can't just crash in a matter of fact. There's yellow flags running around in sector 3 and sector 1. Even though it just says sector 3, but it is sector 3 and sector 1. So now, green flags. Sector 3 is still running with yellow flags. R1 has literally got people in front of him, but now we've got Vettel 5 in the run down into turn 1. The Mercedes rides the curve a little bit there, Vettel 5. Now R1, 9 tenths quick. He goes a little bit wide. He knows that he has to go even more wide to stop his invalidated lap, and that is Vettel 5 out of qualifying, which is very unfortunate. So we have our first person out of qualifying tonight. So he goes night's fastest with 1:28.3. Could have been a quicker lap, to be fair, but obviously Raptors was in the way. So, I think the top 3 do know that they're going to settle with the top 3. So yeah, that is basically Q1 over for us. Unless people do set a quicker lap. What's the sector 1 time? Yeah, 3 seconds slower. So that is basically Q1 over. Yeah, tonight. Yeah, that is Q1 over. So, Ace from the Red retires in the pits. So yeah, that is officially qualifying 1 over, and we'll be back for Q2 in just a few moments' time. Right, okay. Corner cutting is regular. Okay. So we are back here for Q2 now. So 1 knocked out, which was Vettel 5. So yeah. So whoever gets knocked out, so 4 or 5 will get knocked out now instead of 1. So a bit more action. Because now we're going to get a lot more. So we have the Ferrari and the Williams both out together. And hopefully we can see more times here on the board. People only used 1 set of tyres in Q1. Hopefully people can use 2 sets in Q2. And then obviously another 2 sets in Q3. So everyone is on their outlap. Some people are in the pits. No one has completed a lap yet, obviously, because everyone, as you can see, is on that outlap. So we'll get the tyres, get the lap data enabled, and we'll get the tyre on. So best tyre. Might as well just keep it a tyre, but you know, it doesn't say anything about best, but no. Anyway, near enough everybody is on their outlap now, so that's near enough a miracle for the viewers here tonight in Division 3. So as I've learnt, corner cutting is regular, so it's almost like you can corner cut the whole of corners and stuff like that and just only get a warning. So the Williams is going to start us off here in Q2 tonight. So here we go. Turn 1 for the Williams. Doesn't catch the curve or anything. Turn 2 looks all right through turn 2. Now the DRS gets back open for Ace Wonderbread. Now turn 4 for the Williams. At 27.9 there for Ace Wonderbread. Now in the first set, well that's the first sector time. Now sector 2 for the Williams. We're going to ride on the onboard of the Williams car now. Down the back straight, gets the rear wing open. So there's going to be a lot of traffic ahead now in Q2. Not much traffic in Q1 because not many people came out. Everyone kind of communicated in Q1, but now it's all about how hard you can push in Q2 to get out of that relegation zone to make sure you can get into the top 10 shootout in Q3. Now around the corner goes Ace Wonderbread, doesn't ride any curves. Around the final corner, gets the rear wing going down the straight. He sets a 1:26.776. Brilliant lap time there from the Williams. As Matteo sets a 1:28, goes about 2 seconds slower. But Dutch Chewy is 1:27.2. Who's next on the line? As we are having a look. We'll have to set another lap, but we're going to look at the McLarens here. Actually, no, we'll look at Arne instead of the Haas, and then we'll look at the 2 McLaren cars. Now around the final corner goes the Haas. People are setting laps left, right, centre, right now. Now Arne will set a 1:30.4. He goes 6th fastest, and it's a 4.6 for McLaren, and that is a decent. That is very nice. Nicely shaped for the McLaren there. I think the CEO will be very happy about that one. JSSE is watching tonight. He's watching for McLaren tonight. And that looks pretty good. But the AlphaTauri goes 3rd fastest. XD Paco goes 2nd fastest. 1:26.8 to the top 2. He's very close of 1 second. Ooh. Oh no. And we have lost, and Dutch Chewy has lost a bit of his wing. I thought we would have seen no more of Dutch Chewy tonight in qualifying. But anyway, he's still in. That's all that matters. So it's a 6.8 for McLaren. We're going to now look at the other Williams of Kira May 30. But the AlphaTauri is in the way, so that's not good for Williams at all. Williams are going to try and look to charge sector 2 time for Kira May 30s and 106.5. Doesn't go fastest. Well, he won't, as we have learned from Q1. So guys, this is the season opener here tonight. So there's not much to be expected. So now the Williams, around the final corner, down the straight, he goes 8th fastest ahead of Matty in the McLaren. And Danny was just stuck on the pit entry, so I'm not too sure why. So we have a few names in here tonight. Matteo and the AlphaTauri of Cousinho _23. I might as well just call the AlphaTauri Cuz. So it is only separated by about 100th of a second. So it's going to be tight between these two. And there's only about 400ths off the top two of XD Paco and Ace Wonderbread. Because they're both in the 126s here tonight. We witnessed 120. We nearly witnessed 125s in Division 1 last night, and we witnessed 126s in Division 2 on Friday. So people are looking decent. So the mic will be muted. Well, I don't know actually. Yeah, you know what? Mic will be muted for the time being. So we'll be just looking at the pits for now. Oh, so now we have a few people coming out now. I wonder who that is. We'll have a look actually. We'll try and find them. Right, we've got a few people on outlaps then. So we've got herself, R, Fruto Clemmer, Frutok Clemmer. That's a really hard name. Sad, but we've Frutok Clemmer. It's called Frutok Clemmer. Right, comments it is. Is it on strict? I'm not sure whatsoever. Apparently, one side is regular, but I don't know whether it's strict. I think it might be strict. I don't know, but we have seen people go off track tonight, so it's probably regular. I have seen a lot of people go off track tonight. Yeah, true actually, so I'll have a look. Oh, wrong one. Rules and flags. Strict. They're on strict. I've seen a lot of people go off tonight. So, I have seen a lot of people. Yeah, you can see there. He's gone off and, you know, he just invalidated. So, we are on strict limits. Someone told me it was on regular, but I'm not sure. Right. We're just going to stick with TV pods for the rest of, well, not the rest of qualifying, but the rest of Q2. We'll get on to broadcast views in Q3, but at the moment, the driver at risk is Matty in the McLaren P10. So the ones getting knocked out, well, the host, the one who created the lobby, will definitely get knocked out. But the two other people haven't set a lap time, so they're getting knocked out. And such as herself and Arn, they're also getting knocked out as it stands. So the driver at risk is 1 second ahead of herself's time. So that is a huge difference. As Kira May, Hesself has managed to get himself into the top 10. So now Kira May is currently the driver at risk. Who's going to be that smart enough to get into Q3 here tonight? Who's going to be the most enthusiastic to get into Q3? Now round the final corner, goes through top lemma. Round the final corner, down the straight, gets the rear wing open. What is he going to set? He goes 4th fastest. He's now into the top 10. Raptors push down into the bottom 5. So what does this mean now? On is the driver at risk. And it doesn't look good for Matty so far. He's been pushed down into 14th. Now the driver at risk is another McLaren of Danny. And whoever's just gone fast, I'm pretty sure it was Matteo. XD Paco, he goes fastest in the Haas. There's no tyre rule for this, by the way, as well, if some of you are new. But here we have the Red Bull, who's looking very in shape tonight. Oh well, he's not going to set his lap this lap, so there's a difference between saying that and not saying that. Oh, Hessel pushes himself up into P6, 1:27.813. Nice lap there. So Danny is the driver at risk here tonight at Bahrain. We've got 2 minutes 50 left in Q2. What is going to happen? I guess we'll find out, and we'll wait to see here tonight who will get knocked out. It's currently on Raptors, Kira May, Matty, and obviously Faye Hushan is going to get knocked out here tonight on Q2 because he had left the lobby. It's now turn 1 for Danny. Can he do something? Danny pushed down into the bottom 5. Kira May, he went 6th fastest now. There's a little bit more drama in Q2 because 5 people will get knocked out. The top 10 will not get knocked out. Danny, he goes 2/10 quicker in the first sector. Who is going to get knocked out? That is the big question. It is a real big question. Who's going to do it? Who's not going to do it? The Aston Martin is currently the driver at risk. He's currently sitting on his outlap right now. So what in Q2 is going to happen to McLaren? Like we saw yesterday, both of the McLarens got knocked out, which was including me and Jet. So are both of the McLarens again going to get knocked out in Q2? We didn't see that on Friday, but are we going to see it? We've seen it yesterday. Are we going to see it tonight? That's the main question. Now round the final corner goes Danny. Now going on to the straight. He will get the rear wing open. What's he going to set? A 1:27.7. He pushes himself into 7th fastest. He is out of the relegation zone. So the AlphaTauri is currently the driver at risk. The Aston Martin has been pushed into the relegation zone. Now he's going to start his lap. So who's going to get knocked out of qualifying 2 here tonight? Cousinho is the driver at risk in the AlphaTauri. Now what's he going to set on his sector 2 lap? He will set a 1:05.809. He goes 3/10 faster than his personal best. In the first sector, there's yellow flags waving around in sector 1 and sector 2, but that's no matter for now. Now round the final corner goes the AlphaTauri. He was looking really decent in Q1. He's not going to get the slipstream of the Ferrari, and he will set a 1:27.4. He's pushed himself out of danger. He goes 5th fastest. Now, Matteo, the Ferrari, is in real danger now. Are we going to see both of the Ferraris out of qualifying here tonight? XD Paco is going to win qualifying 2 over Ace Wonderbread. Oh no! The Aston Martin is knocked out of qualifying 2. You can see the frustration as he just went into a barrier. You could see the real frustration in the Aston Martin, as that is Q2 done and dusted. Kieran May is setting a faster time. Never mind, he's not. So that is indeed qualifying over here tonight. So the ones I knocked out are Jay Sutt in 11th, Arn in 12th, Raptors in 13th, Matty in 14th, and Fake Hushan in 15th. So the top 10 is going to be interesting for the top 2, as it is quite spread out now. XD Paco 2 tenths quicker than Ace Wonderbread. So that is Q2 over in Division 3 Bahrain. And we'll be back for when Q3 starts. So here we have the people that are knocked out here tonight in Q2. Jay Sutt on Raptors, Matty, and Fake Hushan, who didn't manage to set a time. So quite close. Matteo in the Ferrari, quite close to being knocked out in Q2, but he survives with an invalidation of Jay Sutt in the Aston Martin. I'll see you lot in Q3 in just a few moments' time. So we are here for the final qualifying of tonight. So the top 10 are going to have a shootout here. Who's going to become the fastest here tonight at Bahrain? Rebel are getting their car ready and they're setting Blaze Kerner 3, who's 7th, and then you've got Danny, who's 2nd. Well, that doesn't really count because it all matters on lap times now. Who's going to get pole position here tonight in Slipstream Racing League here? The first race for Division 3 really begins here tonight, and we have so many cars already out. It's about the whole top 10 who are already out, and it's Hezelf who is already out, but he's on medium. So is this a bit weird for the Alfa Romeo? Dutch Shuey and Hezelf are both out in Q3, so that's really good for Alfa Romeo this season. Alfa Romeo really looks strong for this season, for Division 1 and for sure Division 3. So that is really, really good for them. So now everybody is on an out lap, so the traffic is going to be really, really insane here. The traffic is going to be absolutely terrible. So this is where it gets even more crazier, because it is Q3, the final qualifying, and we'll see whoever gets pole here tonight. So comments read, right, what's wrong with me? Don't worry, these things happen, mate. These things happen. It's just that you probably should have gone on new tyres, but hey, listen, race matters, and you don't get points in qualifying, so unless it's Formula 2, then you'll get points in qualifying. So no matter what, it's all down to whatever you can do in the race. But anyway, What McLaren is still in Q3. We didn't see what happened to McLaren last night in Division 1. things should be alright, and hopefully McLaren can get points tonight, which is the main thing. But Hazel with Sector 1, obviously going fastest in Sector 1 because he's the first one. But then you've got Danny behind who could have set a faster Sector 1. So, who knows? Anyway, that is Hazel giving up on his lap, that's for sure. And Danny will be the first one to set his real lap time here. Now, we want passion in the comments now, guys. We want to see cheering for each team, any team possible that you want to support for tonight. Any of your choice for Q3. Near enough every team, well, not every team is in Q3 tonight, but Mercedes are not in Q3. So we're just waiting on another Division 3 driver to join us as Danny sets to 127.6. Really strong there from the McLaren. Who's next then? So Matteo Dutch Chewy goes fastest by 6/10 in the Alfa Romeo. Remember that is Danny going over the curb. As now Lesgano goes 142. Of course, he's not on his real lap, and because in Ho, let's just set a 127.1. So he's going to be really close. Frutot Lemma goes third fastest, 127.2. It's looking really close for pole position at the moment. XD Paco only goes out fastest. He's not on his real lap time, so he's going to start his real lap time right now. Ace van der Bred is on his out lap. So we'll see what Q3 really brings here tonight. Now, DRS gets open. What is that Sector 1 time going to be now? The run down into turn 4 for the Haas. Is this going to be a 1:26 here tonight? Now the first sector is really slow, but Sector 2 should be quicker. Oh, we nearly invalidates there the Haas, but he's still going. He's not going to give up on this one. XD Paco now. Down the back straight he goes. Rear wing open for the Haas. There are 6 minutes 50 left in Q3. Q3 is the fastest time runner in Formula 1, but that's why, because it's the most exciting qualifying. Q1, Q2 doesn't really matter. Well, except for the knockouts, but now Sector 2, he goes 22 seconds faster in the second sector, so this time will definitely be better. Round the final corner, XD Paco 1,823. Round the final corner, gets the rear end open. He's on the main straight. What's he going to set? 126.3. That's what we saw from Division 1 last night. He's 7/10 quicker than Dutch Chewy. He will be very happy with that one. But the Williams, Ace van der Bred, can he go faster than XD Paco in the Haas? What a lap time this will be, as Hazel has to let the Williams through, and he does. Now, what is that Sector 2 time going to be for the Williams? Now, it's going to start coming around Death Corner. No one likes this corner. You can really easily spin. Gets really tight to the corner. Now, fastest second sector goes to Ace van der Bred. Now, down the other back straight. The final straight of Sector 3. Now, round the final corner. Oh, he goes a little bit wide. Is that going to ruin his lap time? It will. He will ruin his lap time. He only goes second fastest. He's 3/10 slower than XD Paco. That is so unlucky. He went too deep into the final corner. That is very unlucky from the Williams there. So everyone is going to start coming in for the final laps here. The Red Bull straight out there. I wonder who that is. That is Kona. And other people are going to start coming out now for their second and final laps here tonight. Dutch Chew on his out lap, such as Blaze Kona, he's also on his out lap too. So fresh softs for the Alfa Romeo and the Red Bull. Can that Alfa Romeo get into the 126s tonight? He's been in mostly the 127s tonight, the Alfa Romeo, but you know, anything can happen. he could really spin out and really damage his car. But that doesn't really matter because that's not going to, them damages are not going to carry on for the race, so that doesn't matter. So now we have the Red Bull, and you have here Dutch Chewy. We have a lot of other people now coming out for their second and final laps here tonight in qualifying 3. What is going to happen? That is the main question here tonight. Is it going to be P1 for Ace Wonderbread, or is it going to be P1 for XT Paco? Who is going to be the deficit of the doubt here tonight in Q3? That's what really matters, because there is only one more lap for every single person here in the top 10 shootout, and this is where it really matters, because Dutch Chewy is going to be the first one to set his second lap. He will get the rear wing open and he will start his lap. His best lap is a 1:27.002. So, first corner for Dutch Chewy. Now, first corner he's just completed. Very nice. Oh, Dutch Chewy spins. The worst time to spin for Dutch Chewy. Now, we're going to have the onboard of the Red Bull since Dutch Chewy had spun. Now, turn 4. What is he going to set into the first sector? Had a little bit of oversteer there. 2 seconds quicker, of course, in that first sector because he was on a slow lap on his first lap. Now, anyway, this is rare. Oh, the Red Bull got so much oversteer. Oh! That was really close. Really close between the Red Bull and the Alpine. But they're still alive in this one. There's the two Kira May, the 2 Williams would like a strong 1-2. But it's got a bit of oversteer there, the Red Bull. But there's no 1-2 for Haas, which is very unfortunate. 14 seconds quicker in that second sector. What is the Red Bull gonna set now? He's gonna come around the final corner. There are 2 minutes left now of Q3. This is your only chance now to set your last final Q3 time round the final corner. He's going to be the first person to set a second Q3 time, and he goes 4th fastest. The Red Bull looked really strong out there. Dutch Chewy is going to want to set another lap. He's got 1 shot. It's a 1-shot qualifier now for Dutch Chewy. He's going to give it his all. He wants to give it his all. That's what he's going to do. There is 1:26 seconds. There's 1 minute 23 seconds remaining in Q3 now. Who's going to be the deficit of the doubt? Who's going to start P10? Who's going to start on pole? There's the yellow flags waving around at sector 1, and that was the AlphaTauri passing whoever it was. It might have been an Alpine. No, it was a Williams. Now Dutch Chewy, he goes 100 faster in the first sector. Danny retires. That's his qualifying over for tonight. The McLaren has retired, but it's not his confirmed spot just yet, because Frutok Lemma can still steal P6 off the McLaren. So anything can happen. There's one more shot at this for Dutch Chewy. What's he going to set in that second sector? 4 tenths quicker in the second sector. Blaise Koenig gets in the 1:26s. He goes 3rd fastest ahead of Dutch Chewy. We're looking at Dutch Chewy now. What can he set? He's going to come round the final corner. Now onto the straight. What is the Alfa Romeo All-In going to set? The RS Open. What's he going to set? A 1:26.5. He goes 2nd fastest ahead of Ace Wonderbread. As that is Ace Wonderbread's qualifying over for tonight. XT Paco on provisional pole, but he can set a quicker lap time here tonight. He's 2 tenths quicker than Dutch Chewy. There is still time here for Haas. Ace Wonderbread gives up. He says no more. He wouldn't have had time anyway to set 1 more lap, as there was 0 time remaining. But he set 2nd sector quicker. Now, what is this going to be for the Haas? Now, he's going to come round the final corner. What is he going to set? Blades corner, retires, now round the final corner, down onto the straight. Can he set quicker? He looks to be. Oh, he's 4,000 slower than his original lap time. He goes on provisional pole. And I think, oh no, through top lemma, what's he going to set? No, he gives up, and that is his qualifying over. Dutch Chewy's qualifying is over now, and that is everybody's qualifying over here tonight, and we'll get with the results in just a few moments' time. Well, we can't go from 15th to 1st for results, so Battle 5 was the first one to be knocked out in Q1, and then you had Matty, Fakushan, I can't remember the others, but they were knocked out Q2, and then the top 10 shootout was very, very exciting, but no competition for pole whatsoever. So here we have the Q3 final update here. Now, we're going to read the comments, because of P16 to P1. Oh yeah, my bad, sorry. Chewy in the mud, Chewy's in the mud. Love it. Yeah, anyway. So, that is Q3 over for tonight. Oh yeah, that's alright, mate. So yeah, that is qualifying over, and I've got to restart the stream because I'll send to anyone watching through the Discord. I'll send the stream through the Discord. No, you're not stupid, mate. Don't worry, you're not stupid. So those 8 people, if you're from Discord, yeah, I'm gonna restart my game and then come back on the game, obviously. And then I'm going to make a new stream and I'm going to send the stream to all of you lot, just to make sure my game doesn't glitch out here tonight. So here we go, we're going to start off now, and I'll send the stream to you lot in the Discord.